It's just Alchemist though. They will be okay.
4 of them at the bottom lane at the moment. The top lane is open to the Morphling. He's going to try to farm out as much as he can while his teammates are being busy at the bottom lane.
Yeah, this is going to get slightly dangerous. Obviously, you're running a quad lane on the bottom right now. Everyone's sharing the XP. You've only got 1 kill so far. Now left with the quad lane with CM, Visage, and Tidehunter. There's got to be a bit of a change up here. You can't just allow them to basically keep 4 heroes on the bottom lane and let a Morphling of all people free farm up there on the top lane. That should not be able to happen. They're actually pushing the lane out a little bit further, Ehome, but only with the 3 heroes. And the 3 heroes here from LGD, it's just like, yeah, I don't want to get close to that one. Even CM is harassing off there.
Yeah, Visage, Tidehunter, and CM, that's really expected. But what I didn't expect was actually a Windrunner in the middle lane up against the Sniper. We're going to see how is she going to control that. Probably Shaker and Power Shot being really aggressive. Frost there goes off onto the 3 heroes at the bottom lane. Cast there goes off. Are they going to try to go for anything?
It's just the Pugna Blast. It's all intimidation right now, so you can actually move themselves around. Morphlings, NMSJ's had nothing but free farm. If he has actually missed a single creep, it's literally because he didn't hit it. It's not because he's under any pressure whatsoever. The Alchemist has been missing for so damn long now that, well, LGD just feels something might be coming from behind or might be coming from in front. They might keep the pressure on. They're tower hugging though, so they're pretty damn safe at the moment. Obviously, we're only just 2 minutes and a half into this grand final here, and Ehome, they're still pretty squishy early on, especially against those tier 1 towers. Get 10 minutes in, they probably won't really care that much about them. But Alchemist has finally rejoined that top lane to see a level 4 ZMSJ.
CM being super aggressive there. Cast there trying to stop
they might!
Get taken down.
They do!
Oh,
Pugna still trying to fall back here. The restoration is was popping off there from Cold. He didn't need it. It was just up there for Pugna. But they claim yet another kill here on the bottom lane. And that's Ehome going 2-0 here in the grand final.
You know, you guys can actually see it on screen, you won't understand, but when I stood behind, like, you know, the China teams and watch them play, last heating is like second nature for them. They don't even like click and like look very concentrated. They're just like, yeah, we got this, we are used to this. Last hit every single creep, 5 out of 5.
Actually, I'm really worried at the moment here. They got to do something with this Morphling on the top lanes. NMSJ cannot go untouched like this one. Like AAA, like we've seen him, he's played Morphling before. He knows exactly how to play that hero, and he's going to have a horrendous time. It's range versus melee, and he's 3 levels behind right now. Sorry, 2 levels now behind. But for Morphling to actually go up head-to-head with him and try and get him on the CS count, it's not really going to work. That's going to have to be some sort of change-up. They're going to have to get themselves up. I love the fact that Morphling is soloing up there on the top lane with Windrunner in the middle. It's not really the lane you would expect. You'd expect Windrunner to maybe even move herself out, go for the soul on the bottom, go for the tri-lane on the top. It says it's double tri-lane on the bottom, trying to keep the pressure on, but Ehome free farming that bottom lane. That's got to make up for the Alchemist for the moment.
They need a wake-up call right here because the Lion has been caught 2 times. The CM is just being super aggressive, so is the Tidehunter and the Visage. They don't find any chance to come in front to take a last hit at any creeps at all. At the top lane, the Morphling is of course battling out against with the Alchemist, being super aggressive. Sniper popping one of the south before the Windrunner. You know, Windrunner is running now. She does have a Bardock, so she's going to be stable in the middle lane.
Actually, I just love the fact that DOTA Cyber now pulls the lane behind, but the bottom lane, all it takes for the Scourge to fall back is CM to go into the trees.
Is he going to go? He's past the tower. He decides to back off.
should be okay. But look how far Pugna's being held back here. Pugna, Witch Doctor, they can't get in close. They're still getting the farm up. Tidehunter is actually staying in close right now. In fact, Tidehunter is the only person in that lane. Where are the other heroes gone? LGD don't know. They've actually pulled their heroes back from the bottom lane as well. It's just like, what the hell is going on this bottom lane? Where's the try come? Pugna thought he might actually go. In the end, he decided, well against it. Visage rolls around the edge of the trees too, so does CM, and they will show what they were attempting to do as a bait on the bottom lane.
Well, it's actually still really even. In the middle lane, it's even. At the top lane, Morphling might be winning a lane. At the bottom lane, you know, Scourge is, Sentinel is winning a lane. So currently, we're still not sure who's gonna win yet. But
mid lane, I thought I saw a shackle trying to be attempted there by Windrunner. Thought he might actually try and push it off.
No one goes up onto the Witch Doctor. And gosh, are they going to try to go for it? He does want to go for it.
TP.
Taken down. CM, come on.
Pugna, restoration's up. TP's voice coming in. Bouncy Sun holding him in place. Visage gets it. Lion comes in support. They bring down CM. Splash on the Lion. Try and slow him down there. Lion won the gank on mid. In the end, decided let's TP towards the tier 2 tower. Defend our heroes. 3-1. It's a 1-1 trade. And for the first time, LGD get a kill.
Well, they will have to deny the tower right now. So, looking at top lane, Morphling is going up against
Tower not denied. Gets destroyed by the glaive thrower. 3-1 coming out right now. Back
Big
towards the mid
mistake.
lane. Let's have a look at the Dwarven Sniper. A couple of Wraith Bands completed on him. Windrunner still running around with a couple of Tangos, but running that bottle too. So we'll go for those late game items with the Magic Wand just to actually keep it going there. Dwarven Sniper. Haven't seen a shrapnel pop out of him just yet, but the allies have been watching the other lanes. Also, let's have a look at Alchemist up there on the top. He was, of course, going up against a Morphling. Morphling up to level 7 now. Still free farming up there. Getting the denies out there. Alchemist can't even get close to that one. It's just that range attack. The ability to get those denies before Alchemist can even come up there. No acid spray as well as even come up for this top lane. He's focused completely on actually he's going for Goblin's Greed. Is actually to get himself up, get his gold back up as fast as he possibly can. That's where the Alchemist gets his strength. That's where he can actually really farm up, even if you just let him go just then. And that is a way he can get back on top of that Morphling and make some sort of recompense for that quad lane on the bottom lane.
Well, DS is going for, damage intensive items. You do see 2 Raven on him and like 3 branches. He's going to try to keep the Windrunner under control. Not much happening at the bottom lane because he is still free farming the Tidehunter. He's going to get his dagger really quick. In the top lane, Morphling still going out against Alchemist. Nothing much happening. Level 5 Alchemist going out against a level 7 Morphling.
Yeah, SMMSJ having a great old time up there on the top lane. Because you're right, Tynon's been actually free farming. No pressure on him on the bottom lane too. It still looks like LGD. They're a little bit too cautious to actually go past the riverbed, past that tier 1 tower to actually have it grow at 357.
Gets spotted by the Alchemist.
Keep the tabs on. There's the first time we see the spray coming out, forcing the Morphling back.
The sniper actually did take a, take a few shots at the Windrunner, and that's so painful. You can see he has to pop his water. At the top lane, you do see 2 heroes, Morphling. His support hero seems to have back off though. At the bottom lane, still no resistance to the Tidehunter, Visage, and CM. They're running and roaming free around.
Yeah, keep your eyes very closely around all the lanes right now. Even top lane being pushed back a little bit. Morphling having a little bit of a go there at Alchemist. Alchemist doing exactly the same, fighting inside the spray, and Alchemist does enjoy that as well. So I think he does actually do a little bit of damage. Morphling waves over the top, might have a go. The Chemical Rage has already popped off here from AAA. He's just doing it for the farm, try and tank the damage while he actually goes, and will easily be able to fall back to that tier 1 tower and take out the rest of that creep wave.
What are you going to do about the bottom lane? They're like not controlling the bottom lane at all.
Both lanes. All the lanes are being very defensive right now. They don't want to make a mistake. Obviously, there's a lot on the line here. This is the Grand Nationals, the grand final here of the SMM 2010.
Well, the Morphling does not want to leave his lane. He actually used his bird to. He actually used his crawl. Snipe there goes off onto the Wave Shock. They're gonna be a little bit of problem. 1 stun, 2 stun. Oh, no engagement is going to happen. Look at the top, look at the bottom lane. They're going to push this level 2 tower. They have to defend this. Losing their level 2 tower so early in game is going to cost them so much. Yeah, this is a four from Ehome. They like to push these towers down, even if it's just in one lane, and they can keep that continuous pressure there. Obviously, losing that tier 2 tower so early on in the piece too, the creep wave is able to push through and keep that pressure on. Pugner looks like he's going to show himself a little bit out there on the bottom lane, and no need to actually attack there to actually defend. Obviously, he's got to try and hold that tier 1 tower. Visage just showing himself, moving right in front of the entire creep wave. Ring Basilius on him as well, so interesting item to actually go, especially when you got a CM aura flooding the field. So it's like a double aura, which I don't believe actually stacks, but it might possibly do. We can always find a friend Syndrome back there in Denmark, but he can answer it later. Morphling playing super well against the Alchemist at the top lane, making a replicate of him and actually harassing him a lot. Gonna send a bird in to see what's going on. Gonna drop some items down. Nobody can push right now.
Oh, Tide showing splash. Pugner wards up. Blast comes down. TP support does go in. Impel goes on the back of Tide under. Double TP. Shackle claims the through. Tide should go down. Tide still alive. Maldi will kill him off for the rest of it. Trying to move themselves down right now. Visage is on the retreat. Windrunner's on the hunt. Can she catch? Is there a shackle? She has the mana. Can she get it? The gargoyles throwing themselves around, and they will not actually pursue that one down. 4-2. 4-2.
I was just saying that if any of them pass the tower, they're gonna get caught. And Pugner just kind of walked past the tower, and the CM and the Tidehunter was just waiting in the forest for him. He's like standing there and thinking, Ehome comes on, I'm gonna take you. Pugner gonna try to gain some level at the top lane against the Alchemist. At the bottom lane, they're gonna defend the level 2 tower finally. Sniper still farming at middle.
Yeah,
they really have to try to control Ehome.
I'm loving the outcomes right now. Obviously, we realized he was in the quad lane. He wasn't really getting much farm before, and now he's actually moved himself up towards the top. We actually get a kill happening on the bottom lane. We're actually on the back of Coles. They still managed to claim one more of the LGD team. Can't really take my eyes off this top lane with the Pugner of Alchemist battle going on. Probably should have case it's actually a kill like that. But Scourge has one on the sideline. Looking to push it out. Alchemist still coming
Oh,
up very, very
Tidehunter's
close
Morphling
towards
in
that
the
tower.
forest.
Morphling catches out the Tidehunter. The splash is already gone. SMM
he
decides to
gonna
turn
stand?
around and fight it. Tidehunter's not strong enough to actually
That's
take this
what
one. Alchemist is in the neighborhood.
Backs off.
But that should be okay.
Sniper having 200 life, backing away from the middle lane. Well, Windrunner was at Thompson, super aggressive, harass over there. You didn't see Lion in the lanes at all. Lion is like walking around, either trying to catch, or do you think like he's trying to support his teammates? But he really does have to get his level up so that he's gonna have finger. Crystal Maiden being super confident. You can see from the way she play, she knows what's gonna happen. Morphling is gonna try to harass the Alchemist. Alchemist is just gonna stay in lane with his Chemical Rage.
She really actually surprised how long Visage has been able to actually hang around here on the bottom lane. Right in front of the tier 2 tower. There's no pressure actually coming out from LGD. It's like, where else are we going to go? Let's keep the pressure on the top lane. AAA now actually getting replicated. This is something which, well, we saw a couple of matches ago. In fact, I'm not quite sure it was actually exactly the same game with the Morphling and the Alchemist. With Morphling able to replicate the Alchemist, especially when the Alchemist wanted to actually go up and get himself up onto the Radiance very early on in the piece. So maybe even see AAA not decide to actually go for the Radiance build.
Gosh, on the Windrunner, she's gonna get away. Well, you do see the Tidehunter actually went for Ring of Hell instead of straight to a dagger. Visage and CM is not backing from the bottom lane at all. Ehome really needs to be controlled. They are playing too confidently, a little bit too close for comfort. There you go, Nova goes off, the Gargoyle is done.
Shackle gets CM. This could be it. Impale goes off. A2O's in trouble. Visage trying to hang around. Falling on back. CM finally dies. The Melody's now on top of Visage. Tidehunter! He's level 6! The Ravage goes! YYF trying to run back. Balance goes over Visage. Line comes in. That will be enough. That will be enough. Rules SGTY. YYF trying to get back. Shackle again. Holds him off. 50 HP for the Windrunner to actually retreat. 357. He won't go past that tier 2 tower. He's all alone by his lonesome. 6-4.
Amazing reaction there from YYF. She knew exactly what she was doing. She's gonna be like, I'm gonna turn around and shackle you. You won't have a chance to like run up to gosh me. But the Tidehunter is pretty tanky right now. He does have the Ring of Hell. Great engagement there at the bottom lane. They're gonna try to push the top lane.
Careful. Replica goes off. Just going to push this top tower off here. AAA is going to have his work cut out for him with a Pugner, as well as Alchemist going off. Blast going through. Morphling waves over the top. Will keep the pressure on. It's just forcing AAA back.
Well, you can see that he's going for Vanguard. So he's going to try to go for a little bit of tank instead of Radiance or something aggressive. They're going to come and defend the top tower, I think. Sniper was farming a little bit at the middle lane. He has a Blade of Electricity and he has 2 Raven. That is actually pretty painful and he has threats.
Yeah, that is actually really buffing him up ever so much. It's interesting to actually see Alchemist. Like, obviously, he realized he can't go the Radiance, go for the Vanguard, try and keep himself alive a little bit longer. Of course, that can also be used by Morphling. But Morphling can actually use any